A simple feeling will arise, and instead of simply letting it be there, we panic. We begin to weave our thoughts into a storyline, which gives rise to bigger emotions. Instead of just sitting in some kind of openness with our uncomfortable feeling, we bring out the bellows and fan away at it. With our thoughts and emotions, we keep it inflamed, hot. We won't let it go. These are the words of Pema Chodron from her book When Things Fall Apart. Chinese medicine says to be aware of two dangers: climate and the emotions. In present times, we find a great deal of emotional unrest and disturbance, somewhat akin to the climatic upheavals that are taking place. The human psyche is best described as an unstable state of consciousness, a complex world of motion and commotion. The psyche, writes Robert Doran, produces a spontaneous flow of memories and anticipations, wishes, longings, images and intentions, feelings and fantasies, dreams, symbols, imaginings and sensations. Doran refers to the psyche as the pulsing flow of life. Like a river, with many crisscrossing vectors of energy, its relentless movement is often quite unpredictable. For the psyche writes its own biography and often throws us for unexpected loops. Doran says the psyche makes a lot of noise, but then goes on to ask, how can we turn the noise of the psyche into song? Emotional wellness is not about getting rid of unwanted emotions. In Doran's words, you don't repress feelings, you negotiate them. You find out why you feel the way you do. His notion of psychic transformation is based upon a threefold practice of awareness. Number 1. Through sustained self-presence, we witness our inner flow of feeling with wide-awake attention. Number 2. Through intelligent self-inquiry, we seek to understand why we feel the way we feel. We move from reaction to reflection. Number 3. Through critical discernment, we refine our insight, deepen self-knowledge, and begin to see patterns to the noise. By becoming conscious of previously unconscious content within the psyche, we acquire a new measure of emotional integrity and self-control. For feelings are messengers. They each tell a story. They reveal values. The task of self-intimacy is to listen to the stories our feelings tell. Like the five senses, our feelings are an indispensable means of self-knowledge, a sensitive attunement to the world moving inside ourselves, to the feelings that spring from our unconscious depth, helps us paint an honest portrait of self. We ought not just drift along with unconscious feelings, lest we be swept away in their undertow. A wide range of feelings runs through all human experience. All of us are, in part, a bundle of feelings. Feelings themselves beget feelings, building momentum in both positive and negative directions. As feelings push and pull us in many directions, they can lead towards what is truly worthwhile in life. They also have the power to mislead us into worlds of meaninglessness. Connection to feeling and discernment enables us to find a path of true meaning. But when we are at a distance from our feelings, we are prone to follow illusory satisfactions and seductions. For unconscious feelings paralyze growth and drag us down. Feelings such as fear, anger, resentment, guilt, and sadness, when denied, hold us in their grip. Such feelings go underground as we resist them. A disordered psyche refuses or is incapable of self-presence. It stifles questions, ignores higher values, and thus the noise within the psyche gets turned up. Anything that blocks attentiveness contributes to negative disintegration. Emotional discomfort grows as we become choked up with anger or guilt, stuck in grief or regret, embedded in fear, in melancholy, or paralyzed by resentment. If feelings are shunned or misread, the forward momentum of life slows down. When we are unable to read the stories our feelings tell, we feel disconnected and disturbed. When talking about feelings, 6 points need to be emphasized. Number 1, feelings are neither good nor bad, they just are. You feel what you feel what you feel. Number 2, feelings can be denied, but denying a feeling doesn't make it go away. It gets buried inside of us. Number 3, feelings themselves are not dangerous. In fact, all feelings are instructive. Number 4, actions that are stimulated by unrecognized feelings can be dangerous. Number 5, happiness does not result from repressing your feelings or from acting them out. If we get down on our feelings, repress them, or dramatize them, we cut ourselves off from vital awareness. Number 6, if we acknowledge our feelings and face them, name them, and listen to what they have to say, we can free up emotional blockages. It is consciousness that puts one back in the driver's seat. But often we escape into addiction, work, busyness, alcohol, drugs, sex, food, the internet, and become endlessly distracted. We deny our inner conflicts and avoid addressing our problems. Then, it is our unconscious emotions that drive the bus. For this, we pay a big price in terms of unlived life. What is most needed is learning to care for our negative feelings as one would have compassion for a wounded companion. We need to face our emotional discomfort, to hold it, to explore and release it. It is never easy to stop the momentum of negative emotion. The best approach is to face emotional suffering, emotional conflict. You can run, but you cannot hide. I just want to feel it through, a buddy of mine remarked when terminating a long-term relationship with a girlfriend he had been dating since high school. I asked my friend what he meant by feeling it through, and he responded, I have a lot of sadness in me. I just have to let it in and let it go. I liked his way of saying this. Here, Marilyn Ferguson, from her book The Aquarian Conspiracy, says, conflict, pain, tension, fear, paradox. These are transformations trying to happen. Once we confront them, the transformative process begins. Those who discover this phenomenon, whether by search or accident, gradually realize that the reward is worth the scariness of unanesthetized life, the release of pain, the sense of liberation, and the resolution of conflict make the next crisis or stubborn paradox easier to confront. So we need not hide from our emotions or run from ourselves. As we become emotionally literate, we are able to make friends with ourselves, as is. As we negotiate the meaning of our feelings, we are introduced to our full humanity, and the noise of the psyche turns to song.